This is the third time that we've recorded this.
Yep. Third attempt at a
We have
patio
found
chat.
a little problem with the camera or the SD card, maybe the camera,
Yep.
and we don't know how to, oh, hi, B. We don't know how to fix it.
Yep. So we've taken several videos in which there's, over the last few months, there's been video clips that were unreadable in QuickTime, unreadable with software that I've downloaded to try to fix that. And I can't figure out what the heck it is that's causing it. But I did figure out a pattern in which the files were bad. It's anything now, because I just tested it again, 9 minutes and over, somehow the camera or the SD card does something to the video to create it unreadable, and you can't use it. So we've had 2 separate patio chats, this right here. And of course, these are usually long runs. So usually you set the camera up and you just let it go.
We just go, yeah.
And every time we did that, including in the shop, I even had a shop tour. I lost some videos and couldn't figure out what was going on. But finally, that pattern, we figured out that it's a long video. So we have a timer here now. We're already at 1 minute and 30 seconds. I'm going to get up and stop the video and then start it over again. Let's go like 7 minutes.
Okay, agreed.
Because I'm gun shy that we're going to lose this for a third time.
I know.
We tested at 8 minutes. It's fine. I tested at 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Bad.
I cannot believe we had to do it 3 times though. That's just crazy.
Yeah,
so okay.
It's okay. So all we got to do is just turn it off, turn it back on, and start it video over.
So the first time that we recorded this, we were at the camp somewhere.
We were in Georgia at Laura Walker State Park. And that was the first one.
I loved that place. But anyway, it's really funny because we were a little bit fussy in the video, which is why we thought that we lost it, because we were like, oh, we were too fussy. Okay, so this must be someone telling us that we don't need to put that up. And so the second one we recorded was so cheery and so happy, and we're over being weird about what we were weird about. So sorry, you're not getting that video. But
well, we were at the time we were on a big road trip. We went to Virginia. I had some shop related things that we wanted to go and do.
It was a great trip.
And then we, of course, get a couple camps in on that. That's when we did the Charleston, South Carolina.
Yep.
And it was after that.
So we got to add South Carolina to our state map, which I was so excited. She was over there all by herself for so long. We're going back. I loved it. I loved it.
We had a good time there. It was a good visit. And we had a good time at Laura Walker State Park.
We did.
Very chill, very relaxing place next to the lake. And we really enjoyed that. And
something gonna hit my face?
Yeah, there's a lot of squirrels out here. So by the way, we haven't even mentioned where we're at. You want to tell them?
Yeah, we are at Blackwater State Park, right?
Blackwater River State Park.
This one's close to home for us, and we love this place.
I believe we've showed a video here last year. This is like our 3rd or 4th camp out here. We love the state park. It's close to home, less than an hour from the house. It's a small campground.
And this is for Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yep.
And this is, honestly, camping is so epic for Thanksgiving. It's really, really enjoyable. So his mom and Fernando are here. My parents left yesterday. They're going to go home and do Thanksgiving with my brother and
but they were here for a few days with us.
Twiggy. Yep, so they were here for a few days. I know they hated to leave because this is the first time they'd been here. They loved it.
Yep.
This is just such a nice park. So.
Yeah, it's a very nice, relaxing park. The only noise you might hear occasionally is we're real close to a Navy helicopter training facility. So those pilots love to fly over the park and go down Blackwater River. And so sometimes you hear that. Other than that, it is peaceful out here.
It is.
It is just a nice place to camp, and we
love it.
So don't tell anybody about it.
Yeah, don't.
Just keep it our secret, all right?
Yeah, but it's good.
But so we're going to attempt this again, and I don't even remember what all we talked about in the previous patio chats, but we wanted to mention this again, the update on Kodiak.
Okay, yep.
We wanted to talk about that. And then in the previous one, we talked about this trip that we were coming up, so we can kind of talk about this trip. And then we have some more travels that we plan on doing by the end of the year as well.
Yes, and I will give my apology, which I did in the other 2 videos, I think. It was about my lack of giving you guys videos. It's all me. I apologize. I had to take a little break. Sometimes that's the way it has to go, but we're back at it. So we're going to be doing videos for the rest of the year. You guys are going to get them hopefully weekly. That's my plan. So I apologize from the bottom of my heart.
It's not your fault. I mean, we're both in this together. We do
I
this
know, but
together,
I have a plan, and it's just sometimes I just get tired and, quite frankly, a little grumpy.
Well, Abby stays busy with her day job, her regular
do.
work. And sometimes when you are doing that all day, every day, just like everybody does their job, you don't really feel like doing a second job, or
I want to
sometimes you
do
just don't
I
feel
want to
like
do
doing it.
this job like full time. This is what
Yeah.
I'd like to do. So,
Yeah,
because I'm tired.
I'm hoping one day you get to help me with this stuff and
Agreed.
just make videos, and let's
Agreed.
just make fun videos to share with everybody that enjoys watching the channels.
Agreed. So we're gonna have a lot of cooking coming, a lot of art stuff coming. We are starting our house. We're gonna hopefully start. We're definitely starting it next year. So that's gonna happen. So
yep.
you're gonna get to see a lot of videos for that until you're probably sick and tired of that stuff.
Well,
But I'm so
we're
excited.
excited about that being a completely brand new adventure for us, is starting our new home on our property. We've had a lot of people asking about that, and it has been a drawn out thing. And it was just, we bought that at a property we kind of lucked out on it.
Yes.
But it was also during that time when the building and the building prices were just booming and going skyrocketing.
There wasn't anyone to hire. People weren't working. The materials were so expensive. So we were like, we're just gonna wait. We're gonna wait, and we're
Yep.
gonna see. We don't want to build at the highest. And then we've just been waiting and waiting and
And the
waiting.
prices just kept going up
and we're
and up
like,
and up and up.
screw it. We're just
Yep.
gonna go do it. So there's never a right time for anything. So,
All right, let me do a reset here.
yep, please do.
Okay, reset.
Okay.
Trying to play it safe here.
So let's talk about the other thing. We did visit this in the other two videos, so we'll just blast this out. So you guys may or may not know that previously we were sponsored by Dutchman for our Kodiak, and the lady that hired us, wonderful person. She ended up moving on to another company, and as soon as she left, they let us go. So
Yeah.
we just wanted to let you guys know that we will no longer be repping for Dutchman and for Kodiak, but we love our camper. We're gonna keep our camper. We have talked about upgrading and doing other things, and just right now we're just really happy with the way that we have it all set up. He has fixed it to where it's just exactly the way we want. So we have no hard feelings, but it was a really nice to help us, a little sponsor money to help us with our trips, but nothing's gonna change. We're still gonna camp and travel and cook and do all the things that we were doing. So
we had a great time working with Dutchman RV. It was a good partnership. We loved working with Angie. She was a really great person to work with us on the social media content. And things just changed.
They do.
She left, and they wanted to go a different route with their social media marketing.
Yep.
And that's fine. And we're going to continue to do exactly what we've always done.
Yeah.
We're still going to continue to love our Kodiak travel trailer.
Yep.
And mention it just like we always have. So nothing's really going to change. But it was nice having that other extra little income that we got off of that to help. It just paid for some of these trips that we'd go on. So it was nice making an extra income, doing something that you love and that's fun, and then using that income to fund those trips.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So we're disappointed. I'm sure obviously know that, but it's not going to change a thing. So we're just moving on.
Yep, just gonna keep it trucking. There's always other opportunities in the future.
Definitely.
You just never know when somebody's going to send you an email or a phone call, or somebody just walking by and meeting you. It happens all the time.
It does.
But
There were people in here camping that were like, we're here because of you guys, your videos. So we always love hearing that. It's so great.
Yep. It's kind of funny. Most places we go now, there's usually at least one or two people that'll go by and say, hey, we love watching your videos, we love your content. It's always fun meeting those folks.
It's so great.
And the fellow that stopped and said that earlier in the week when we were here, he said he found out about this campground because of our previous video.
That's awesome.
And they're local, so they came out here and they love it just like we do.
I think local camping is way underestimated.
Mm-hmm.
Way underestimated. I mean, we are not that far from home, less than an hour, and it feels like we're in a completely different place. So it really is fun, and don't overlook that.
And I know I talked about this, but I think it was in the video that failed. But one of the reasons why we love camping, even if it's local, is that it is a change of scenery. It's getting away from the city. It's getting away from the noisy neighbors and the noisy traffic and the sirens, because we're around a lot of sirens. And look at us. We're out here in the Blackwater River National Forest in the peace and quiet.
Yes.
A change of scenery. I like bringing all of my cookware out here, you know, my grill, my smoker, our Dutch ovens, and experiencing outdoors. Okay.
And I have officially transitioned to full Christmas mode. So we got the Christmas lights up. I don't know if you can see them in the video. Hopefully you can, but they're all around the camp.
Yeah.
Got my earrings going. I'm ready.
Yep.
It's never too early.
You're always ready for it. She loves the holiday season, and she loves putting the lights out. It gives it a nice glow at night too, though.
It does. And honestly, every time people walk by, they're like, "Oh my gosh, that looks so cute." We did not get an inflatable this time. I considered it, but I've been trying to save money and not buy stupid things. Okay, here's another thing. Blackwater actually reminds me of this, but I wanted just to give my
you wanted to cut that.
my tribute for Raleigh, because the last time we were here, Raleigh actually got to come out with us. So that's my parents' golden retriever. He sadly passed away, and I haven't said anything because I was so devastated. I'm laughing, but just barely. So
well, it was a
while ago.
It was unexpected. So this happened a few months ago.
Yep.
And he got to go with us on our trip to Utah, this previous trip to Utah, and he was a great dog, and got to go on a lot of great adventures. When we were here last year, as Abby said, he came with us.
He got to come with us.
We got to take him on the trails, and he loved it.
Yeah. And I loved it. He was such a good boy.
Yep.
I think that he was probably my favorite animal that I've ever had in my life, and it wasn't even my dog. He just was a special baby.
He was unique.
He was.
Certain things that he loved to do. He loved to dig for rocks.
Yes, he did.
He loved to dig for rocks in the water, you know, in the creeks and the rivers.
Yep.
He is not afraid of that cold water. I think he likes it. Beautiful down here. How you liking it?
It's awesome. This is a great trail.
Yep.
Chase squirrels.
He
did.
He
what a
squirrels
sweet
and
baby.
lizards. He would go catch lizards and just fling them around in his mouth, you know. He was a funny dog, but he will be missed.
Yes.
And Abby has tried to mention that a couple of times, and the video's failed.
Yep, that's exactly right. I just at least wanted to give my tribute. What a sweet baby. That's been a hard one for me. Okay, no more sad things. That's it. But you got to see some cute photos, I hope, because I put them in.
Yeah, there you go. You gonna make this video?
Yeah.
All right, great. Well, so as mentioned, Thanksgiving camp out here. We have Mom and Fernando, my sister and Frank. They're going to coming out. Today's the day before. This is Thanksgiving Eve, and I have our turkey breast roast brining in the electric cooler.
You guys,
it is so good.
That turkey. Oh, stop.
That previous video with that, we're not saying it just to say it, because, you know, you get on social media right now, Instagram. And,
this is the only way to do it.
No. 27 different ways to cook a turkey. The ultimate way to cook a turkey.
The best way to cook a turkey is the way you want to cook a turkey, period.
But the secret...
Or pizza.
There's no secret that brining a turkey is a delicious way to do it, and that's what we're doing. The turkey breast roast is the style that I've come to like to get from the butcher shop. You don't have to worry about bones. Most people enjoy the turkey breast meat anyway. So we've got a 13-pound turkey breast roast that's brining, and we're going to be smoking it on the roughneck just like we showed in the previous video, and we're looking forward to it. It's going to be exciting.
We are going to be low key this time. His mom is going to make a lot of the sides, and his sister is going to bring some stuff she always does. And we all, you know, are just gonna. I just can't wait. I love Thanksgiving anyway, but we're going to just be pretty casual at the camp, which is what makes camping at Thanksgiving so great.
I really love camping at Thanksgiving. I think it's a great way to change things up. And we've done this several years now, and I absolutely love doing it.
Me too.
Especially when you're close to home. You know, you
Agreed.
don't have to go very far.
No.
So we're going to have a really great camp here. We're going to be here till Saturday. We're going to roll, and then we're going to end up having some more videos following up on a couple more places that we're going. We have 2 more state parks here in Florida that we're going to be going to finish out our Thanksgiving holiday.
I am so glad we did it this way.
Yeah.
We booked that other part forever ago. It ended up just working out.
That's
and I
right.
am so
That's
glad.
right.
We booked it like a year. It was literally, we were like, okay, we want to stay here. When can we go? It was like a year out. And we were like, book it.
It stays so busy.
Yeah.
That you have to go on there and just try to find an opening that will work for you. I found an opening. It was early December.
Yep.
So we booked it.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that it was going to be so close to the Thanksgiving camp. There was only 2 days separated when we leave here. So I was able to get us another booking at another state park to fill that little gap. So we're going to leave one state park, go to another one for 3 days, and we're going to go to the final state park for another week. Because we took 2 weeks off.
But we will definitely show everything, show our camp and everything. We're really excited. We've never camped at either one of these places before, so these are both going to be new for us.
Yeah, it's going to be new campgrounds.
And we're going to do a lot of cooking, and we're pumped about that.
Yep.
So you will definitely get some videos.
We want to continue trying new recipes.
Yes.
And that's one of the things we like doing when we go camping. We like to try to pick out a few new recipes. We have lots of cookbooks. We have Dutch oven books. And we like to go through there and get inspiration from these cookbooks, try to find some new recipes that we'll like. Sometimes they end up being something that ends up being a staple for what we cook.
That's true. That's true.
So we've got a few. We're going to be trying one today. But yeah, we've got a few things. So one of the recipes that I want to try cooking that I haven't done yet is lamb shanks in the Dutch oven. I have them in the freezer. And when we get to one of the next camps, I plan on doing the Dutch oven lamb shanks, and I'm really excited about it. Can you guys hear the blower?
Of course they can hear the blower. It's not our video if there's not a siren or a blower. Or...
One of the cool things about this campground, the park rangers here take pride in this campground. Anytime someone checks out, they come through, they have the leaf blower, and they blow off all the pine straw and leaves.
Yep.
And they have these metal rakes that they rake all of the limestone rock and make it nice and even. So when you pull up to your site, it's like perfect. It just looks nice and flat and even and ready to go.
I need to go talk to a ranger because I saw a creature of some kind, and I have absolutely no idea what it was. And I want to just see if there's what kind of possibilities. Otherwise, it was like a ghost or something. So it was. I
didn't see it, but that was when Raleigh was here. That was like a year ago.
And
right?
I've been thinking about it since then. So I told myself when I came out here I was going to go talk to the ranger. So I will do that. I'm sure they have a little thing up there that talks about the animals. There was one over here that I looked at and I didn't see anything on there, but it doesn't mean anything.
Yep.
It was white and very weird, and
she saw it right out here. I didn't see it. I was doing something with the Kodiak, and her and Raleigh saw it. I have no idea what it was. I'm like, could it have been of some kind of owl that you saw? But she said no.
No.
It was white.
It was white.
I don't know. I have no idea what it
was really weird. I'm glad I saw it, but who knows? But I wasn't gonna like go trace me after it. That's just not really my style. I'm more like an admirer from a far distance.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Well, you see, there's plenty of raccoons out here. We've already seen a few, and there's lots of squirrels, and they're almost domesticated now. They just come right up to you, but really nice and peaceful place.
Yeah.
Lots of trails here if you want to go for walks through the woods, down to the river. If you want to go swimming out in the river, you know, it's
this is a super fun place to come in the summer, by the way. I mean, obviously right now and the summer are 2 completely different camps.
Yep.
So,
but it's nice and cool.
But being able to bring your chair down to the river down there, and the river's clear for the most part, and it's so pretty.
It's a sandy bottom, clear river, but the water, it's not crystal clear. It has the tannins in it. Yeah. So it's a little bit of the brownish clear water, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And depending on the rain, you know, but beautiful, beautiful river, lots of beaches, sandy sandbars that you can go up and down and enjoy on the river there. Well, he went across to the campsite over there and blow it up. So we're just going to roll
They're
with it.
used to it.
No, it was
they
just
don't
funny
mind.
because it's like, it's peace and quiet out here. And as soon as I say that, whoa, the leaf blower. That's all right. It's funny. All right.
Okay, so
let me start my timer
one
here.
thing that we talked about in the last video that was not in the first video, but that's going to be in this video, is we wanted to talk about our cruise a little bit. We decided instead of going camping for around the Halloween time, we ended up taking a cruise. And if you guys follow us on Instagram, you saw a couple posts here and there. We honestly do the cruise so we don't have to do any social media for an entire week. No work, no social media. You don't take your computer, you know.
Yep.
It is heaven.
It's just a vacation.
Just a
and
vacation.
That's what that trip was. Abby's taken me on we've been on a couple cruises. I see maybe our third one or fourth one.
Well, I love Cozumel so much. I mean, I want to just go and stay in Cozumel, but
it works out. We go out of the one out of New Orleans, NCL.
NCL, yep, Norwegian.
And, you know, so it's like 3 hours to drive there to the port. You get on the ship.
We were going
And
to
it's a
stay in
7
New
days.
Orleans and make it like an awesome, because the food in New Orleans, if you haven't been, just go because it's a cool place. But anyway, it was Taylor Swift was in town, so that was a no-go for hotels because they were like $400 and $500 a night. So we ended up staying like outside in Mississippi, and then we drove in the next day. It was still really fun. But if you're not a cruise person, you know, we totally get it. So we have those in our family, in fact. But
we enjoy it, and it's not something that I necessarily want to do every year all the time.
No.
But every once in a while, it does make a great vacation because it's kind of convenient. It's like all inclusive, you know.
Yes.
So you pay for your ticket. We include the drink package in there, which if you like to have a drink, just throw that in there because you can drink all you want, you can eat all you want. There's lots of great restaurants on there. There's a bunch of restaurants that are included in the price that are no fee. You know, you have the buffet that's breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
The dining rooms.
You have a couple dining rooms. You have a sports bar in there or a pub. So there's a lot of things that are included. But they also have like 5 nice restaurants that is an extra fee. Abby does the thing where her and her mom will pay for like 3 or 4 meals or whatever, and it's a discount, and then you can make your reservations those meals. What I get out of those restaurants is that they're more like upscale. They're a little fancy.
They are.
You know, most of them have a dress code. You cannot wear a T-shirt. You have to have a collar shirt.
Yep.
You know, no shorts, no hats, things like that.
No, they don't want you wearing hats.
And that's not the kind of restaurant that a lot of people typically eat at.
Not all the time, for sure.
Well, yeah, not all the time, but
Yeah.
it is nice when you go on a cruise that you do get to experience something like that. And just because it's a cruise, don't think that the food isn't that good, because the food is
delicious.
excellent.
It is delicious. I mean, this is stupid, but like my favorite thing of all time is the French onion soup. They have it in a couple of restaurants. It's so good. It's so good. I'm like, just bring me that.
Well, what I had on this trip that I thought was, let's say, Suzuki DRZ going by. I love motorcycles. I had lamb 3 nights. One of the restaurants, I think it was the Italian, I had lamb shanks. I think it was the osso buco, but it was made with lamb shank. It was delicious. So one of the other meals that I had, they had lamb shanks again. I got that just as good. And then the last night we were there, we were at the steakhouse, and it's called Cagney's.
Yep.
And they had double cut lamb chops on there. And the lamb has been so good, I said, I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
And I did. I'm glad I did, because it was delicious.
The food really was good, and it never disappoints me with Norwegian. I love taking that cruise line. I do think that, you know, we've been to all those ports before. You don't have to get off at every one. We didn't get off in Belize, for instance. We went up to the Vibe, which is a whole different thing, by the way. Another thing, don't tell anybody. But you used to have to book it when you got on board, but now you can book it ahead of time. But it's an 18 and older
private
area. You have to use you have a key card and a bracelet that you have to go. The door opens. Angels are singing. It is. There's cushions on the chairs.
You're on the top of the ship. You have your own bar.
The guys get used to you, and they just start bringing you your drinks, and it's just there's 2 hot tubs there, which he loves, and we really enjoy doing that. It is the other thing too is, especially for sea days when everyone's on board, it's really hard to go and get a drink at the pool bar and everything. But in there, you just I mean, they just come around. They come around with little sticks with fruit on it.
Yep, fresh fruit.
It's just heavenly. So
you
can have the exact time that you want to have on a cruise.
Exactly.
If you want to go and you want to party and, you know, pass out every night, do it.
That's
but
Carnival. That's Carnival.
Okay, fair.
No,
But
no, they have a lot of nightlife on these ships too. I mean,
they do. There's stuff every day.
There's comedy clubs. There's the theater. You
Yep.
can go watch shows. You can watch movies.
We went to bed early every night, but I will say this: we ended up getting the balcony room.
About to check into our room. This is the first time we've been on the back of the ship, so I've never seen it
See
before.
what it's gonna be like.
Oh,
and I have to use the key. Well, that's how it works. Ooh.
Well, that looks pretty nice.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. I think it's about the same size as our camper.
All right, so here we are in our room. We got a balcony at the back of the boat this time. Check this out. Lounge chairs and 2 regular chairs. Yay! So we chose the back because it's supposed to be a little quieter.
This is great. Look at this nice big balcony back here.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
All right, so that's what you look like. Very cute. Time to unpack. There's my parents.
Oh. They're the ones that suggested the one on the back of the ship.
I personally think it is extremely worth paying the extra money for it. It is incredible, especially in the mornings or late at night when the sun goes down. You can hear the water, and we did the back of the boat this time.
Yeah, Abby picked the rear of the ship balcony, and I think I liked that one the most because I just really like the view of going through the Gulf. When you're at port, you know, you can see a little bit more of it versus just one side of the ship. So
And
that was a great pick right there.
He usually gets up before me, and every morning he ended up ordering the coffee that was delivered.
Yep.
And we're back.
Yep.
But so room service came and brought him coffee and brought me Fruit Loops and pastries and stuff. It was so lovely.
I thought it was great because they give you the little slip you hang on the door at nighttime, and I would put coffee and then Fruit Loops for Abby, and then you pick what time frame you want it to come. It was like, for me, it was like 6:30, and then they would come, knock on the door, you have your tray full of coffee, and it was great.
And then he just
really
went out
liked
on the
that.
balcony and just hung out. It's so lovely. And again, we really got to rest. And I had been so sick before, but I felt so good on the cruise finally. I was so nervous.
You were sick going right up to
literally
the cruise.
the day before. So
Just trying to make sure we don't lose our videos
we'll
this time.
start your thing again.
Yep.
But anyway, I love Cozumel. That's my favorite port to get off at. It's one of my favorite places anyway. And we ended up going.
I like Cozumel as well.
My favorite store is Los Cinco Soles. When you get off the boat, take a taxi. It's safe, yes. It's just one road and it's straight down to kind of the end area. And inside the Los Cinco Soles is a restaurant, Pancho's Backyard. I could not recommend it enough.
It was great.
It was so fun, and they have great margaritas.
Her dad and I, that's where we went when we went into the store. They wanted to go do their shopping thing, looking around. We went straight back to the Pancho's, got some margaritas. There was a couple ladies over there playing some musical instruments, music and.
It is
the
just.
food was excellent.
I want our patio to look just like that. Oh, it was so gorgeous. That Mexican style,
it was beautiful.
Half, all covered but open, and
fans
I love
through there
it.
Blowing. It was.
I love it. I love it. I love
really
it.
Nice.
Give me some cheese and some refried beans and some fresh Mexican made. Like there's a person. Oh, tortillas. Oh,
The
so
tortillas
good.
are hard to beat.
I can be
places
bought
like that.
I can be bought with a burrito 100% all the time, and that cheese.
It was good.
It was so good.
So you guys can make those trips anything you want. If you're into doing excursions, you can get off. You have to book ahead, but do excursions at every port.
I've done a lot of scuba diving that way, and it's really fun always. But
we've just gotten to where, the first trip that we went on a lot of excursions, and it can get a little bit, I don't know, kind of get tiring.
So
after
here
a while.
he is. I take him on a snorkeling thing. We're so excited. It's like one of our first ones.
Yeah.
And we are in this boat that's really high-sided, and he is literally touching the knees of the person in front of him facing us.
Yeah.
It was awkward.
I'm not doing that
and
ever again.
You had to jump out over
You had to
the
like lean back just to get off the boat.
It was crazy.
Though
so
the one
we won't
that
be
I
doing that
enjoyed
again.
was it was a big pontoon boat, like a big open deck pontoon boat. Lots of room, plenty of places to sit down and put your flippers on. You're not looking at somebody in front of you with their knees here trying to put your flippers on so you can go snorkeling.
My mom and I did a dolphin cruise one year, and we weren't seeing dolphins at all, so everybody was really upset. So they all went up to the front of the boat to do whatever they were doing, and they had rum punch on there, and nobody was drinking it. And so my mom and I were just on the back drinking it, and we were on the very back, and there were dolphins everywhere, and we just sat there. We just sat there and enjoyed it. It was awesome.
Yeah.
So anyway, some of the excursions are great. You got to read up on them, and
then some of the ports you go to, I don't remember which one it was that we got off and just had lunch.
yeah, like Costa Maya.
Was it Costa Maya?
Yeah, and we did that in Honduras too.
Okay.
Rotan.
But it's just this little port that's been built up just for the people getting off the cruise ship. So it's safe. You know, you get off the ship, you walk down there, you can do your little shopping thing for a t-shirt and a trinket. You can get the seafood.
You got to get you one of those
beer.
yardsticks with the margarita in it or the pina colada. You have to.
Everybody had those big old tall drinks, you know, with the straw and the slushy stuff in there. But
that is one of the biggest bugs I've ever seen. Sorry, you probably can't see it now.
I don't know where it's at.
It's okay, don't look.
Well, anyway, we had a great time on our cruise. That was just a straight up week off, week vacation. We got a few photos and things like that to share, but that's about it. And we enjoyed it.
I would say that if you've never done a cruise before, I would do deck 9 and above if you can. And I prefer the back of the ship. I think it moves around a lot less. And most of the things that you're going to go do are going to be in the back. So that would be my advice. Also, if you can afford to get the balcony, do it. It's just epic. And again, it's a little bit more, but if you can get the back of the boat, when you leave port, you can stand back there and watch, pull away. We did that every day. I'll put in the video of the people that were running. We were sitting there. They were late.
We always love to watch for the dock runners.
The stragglers.
Because that last one that we were at, the captain said all aboard by 12:30.
Yep.
And we were sitting there watching our looking at our time. It was 12:45, 12:50. There's still people come walking down this pier just casual.
They were saved because hopefully the person was okay, but they were bringing someone in the ambulance. So I never heard what happened, so there were people that didn't get on board until like 1:20.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened there, but the ambulance saved them from
supposedly
them
if you're
not
off
getting
on
left.
an excursion and there's an issue, like maybe the vehicle breaks down or has a flat tire.
Yeah.
They are in communication with the ships there, all the cruise ships. So if something does happen and you can't get back by time, they're supposed to be letting the ship know everything's good. We're going to get you back. They're not going to leave you.
We got on like 30 minutes before, and we were both kind of like sweating BBs because we don't like to cut it close. I mean, we've been left before the train.
I'm early.
Me
early.
too.
I don't want to cut it right.
I don't
at the
either.
time.
I don't either.
You're supposed to early's on time. So we got back like 30 minutes before. I think it was at noon, and 12:30 was all aboard. And so we were sitting on our balcony, having a beer, watching the dock runners run back to the ship.
Yeah,
Some of them were just walking casually.
Yep. Also, order the water package before you go. Just do it. Just have them sitting there before you get on. So anyway, cruising is fun, and when you can do it so close to home, it's so nice. And there's a lot of other ports that we'd like to go to, but that would require us to fly down there
or a long drive,
and we're both just like, we're just going to do New Orleans. It's so easy and so nice.
For us, 'cause
and
it's
then
less than 3 hours.
Yeah, we get off and we go home and we're done. So we had a really good time. I really loved it.
It was a good time. Good meals.
Yes, the food really was so good.
Sometimes we would go and find a quiet spot in the Garden Cafe, which is the buffet, and we would play cards for a couple hours and just enjoy it. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You can go find you a quiet spot somewhere on the ship somewhere.
Yeah.
You can go sit at a bar and get some drinks. You go to the casino.
Yep.
You can go to the restaurants.
I won $700 at the casino at the Texas Hold'em table. I was very proud.
It's always a good feeling going and actually bringing money back.
What it is that I was like, okay, I'm saving money for the house. I'm trying to be good and everything. And my dad ended up giving me like $300 or whatever, $200, and I gave him his money back and won $700.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It pleases me. I'm going to use it on our next trip.
You are?
Yeah.
That's going to help pay for the next vacation? Mm-hmm. Let me reset.
Okay. So anyway, we had a great time on the cruise. I'm really glad we did that. It'll probably be a couple more years until we go again, but it is because I want to go to Europe.
Yep. Abby
want
has
to go
been
to Europe.
really, really excited for us to maybe plan a European trip. Her and her family's been several times. They love it over there, and I've never been. So I'm looking forward to going with you guys as well.
Any of our followers, I know we have a few that follow us on Instagram at least, that are from Ireland and Scotland. Hey, we're coming to see ya. I have to go. I mean, I have to take him. I have been, and I think about it every day, and I'm not kidding. So I loved that trip, and
that's how I feel about all of our experiences in the Southwest. I'm always just thinking about it because of how much we love it out there. And
I did want to say that we are doing our big trip next year.
Yep.
It'll be in the spring,
Yep.
And we are going to do something in the fall. It could be camping or it could be Europe. I don't know.
We don't know
it also
yet.
depends on the house. If we actually get that going, then we might save the money there. So, but we'll see. But we're going to do videos the whole time either way. So,
well, I'm not doing videos the entire time, but we'll definitely get some videos to share with people.
Well, you know
our
what I mean.
experience.
You know what I mean.
We'll get some fun stuff to share. Yeah. You ready to wrap this up and let's cook our lunch?
Yeah.
We're going to do some Dutch oven cooking for lunch today. We're going to make some Mexican rice and some chicken with some jalapenos.
Oh, we got to stop it. Or did you not start it over?
I forgot to reset it.
Okay, we're fine
Forgot
then.
to reset it. Yeah,
Okay.
we're good.
I think I'm going to do art.
Yep.
And
And I'm going to go start prepping our lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh yeah, there's that big bug. So we're going to have some Dutch oven cooking for lunch today. Tomorrow, I'm going to be up early. I'm going to get our turkey on the roughneck, get it smoking. We're going to have a great Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Friday's going to be just another chill day for us. Try to get all this stuff packed away, have leftovers.
You said you're not cooking, but I don't believe it.
Well, I may do something on the grill, but get the smoker packed away. But I'm excited too about our next two campgrounds that we're going to.
I'm really glad we're doing that.
Yep. So we'll get some videos to share of that with you guys. It's going to be awesome. We're looking forward to it.
Recording this 3 times is
Yeah.
I mean, wow.
It kind of takes the wind out of your sails when you try it twice. And
we're so excited. We're like, oh, we're putting a vid. Nope.
And usually this stuff is just kind of off the cuff. We know that, like, hey, we wanted to talk about the Kodiak thing. We wanted to talk about the cruise or some upcoming trips. But, you know, it's just we just sit down and talk to you guys, really, is what it is. Yeah. So anyway, we hope that all you guys watching have had a great Thanksgiving with your family.
Yes.
You had some fun. Maybe you went out there and smoked you or fried you a turkey as well and enjoyed your time off and enjoyed the holiday. We're going to continue to enjoy ours.
You know, a friend of mine, she does pirate Thanksgiving. I want to do that.
Pirate Thanksgiving.
No one else will do that, will they? It'll just be me dressed as a pirate, and I'm the only one.
Abby wants to do some themes here and there for the
just
family
think
parties,
themes
and she
are
can't get
so
anybody on board.
Fun. We are doing a Chiefs tailgate Christmas party for my family.
Yeah,
this
that's
year.
going to be fun.
So Chiefs game, Christmas party. I think it's going to be good.
I think I'm going to do another turkey for that because that'll be for Abby's family. They haven't had to have any yet.
Yep.
So we're going to get another turkey breast from the butcher, and I'll do it one more time for the tailgate party.
Oh,
Chiefs
darn.
tailgate for a Christmas party. That's pretty cool.
I think it's fun. It's going to be good. I ordered a Christmas Chiefs t-shirt and earrings. I'm supposed to be saving money, but they're Chiefs earrings. What am I supposed to do?
It's part of her Christmas gifts.
Exactly, to myself.
Yep, to herself.
Speaking of that, I need those shoes.
Yeah.
Those red shoes will go with my Chiefs shirt.
She was doing some shopping before we fired up the camera, so now she's anxious
Converse
to get
is
back
half
on
off
there.
today. I'm sorry. I have to have
Oh, it
some.
must be an early Black
I
Friday
mean, these
sale.
are so comfortable and cute that I got to have another pair. I want the red ones for Chiefs.
They're half off, huh? Well, I'm going to go get us some food cooking for lunch and enjoy the rest of the day.
I'll film you.
Get some video of the cooking?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
All right. I hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Just another casual chat with you guys.
Yes.
And we are excited about sharing our next 2 camps on the channel here. All right.
Yes.
So see you guys later.